Come on in. I decided to change it up a little bit. You guys have been seeing me in my head wrap a little bit too much. And I said, well, let me put my color on. Let me pull out my 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 divine goddess and bring it forward. So, okay, we're gonna talk. And this is gonna get a little heavy. And I was talking about it yesterday. So, hello, darling. Hello. Um, okay. I need everybody to take a breath. Right now, there some of my star seeds, loving, light being healers are really feeling a lot. You're really feeling all of the cosmic consciousness, this earth stuff that's going on. Now, I told you that the energy was going to be getting kind of heavy. I told you that. Got you prepared. I said, take flower essences, rescue remedy. Hold on a second. I got something for you. I got a little something for you. Okay. So, rescue remedy. You can get it in these nice gummies, or you can get it in liquid form. You can get it in gum. Comes in vitamin B. You can get it in that way. So right about now is the time you're probably going to want to be starting to take it. Your body is going to be expanding in its weight. You're going to kind of look a little bit more puffier. I get it. I'm puffier than ever. And then it'll just shrink down all of a sudden. Then you'll swell again. So we are going through our crystalline process right now, and it's amplifying. I was in the sunlight earlier today, and I literally looked down, and my skin was glowing all through here, golden color, and I could see it. And I was like, ooh, I'm hitting that crystalline state. So because when you're hitting the crystalline state, you are more apt to be sensitive, more emotional, more thank you, more sensitive, more pivotal, like, oh my gosh, okay, so let's get real. This is the thing. The energy of what you're feeling can make you feel like, I got to get off this planet. This is too much. I can't bear this. If you are a star seed, an empath, someone that's a sensitive, you're going to feel this more. So, which means you have to smudge more, which means you have to move into a place of cooling and getting your feet onto Mother Earth, taking in more fluids, learning to lay down and rest, and cut cords that are not for you to carry. A lot of the consciousness that's swirling around out here is just extra energy that you should not be feeling, that should not be attaching to you. And because it attaches to you, you're feeling it more. Does that make sense? So some of you probably are having problems. I'm sharing the floor here with Buddy. It's a big, brown, beautiful dog. Some of you might feel yourself feeling more uncentered, just needing to get out of here. And, oh, I don't belong here. Well, I can't stand it. Everything feels so uncertain on this planet. You might find yourself crying more, emotional. And some, you might be thinking of checking out. If you're not numbing yourself with alcohol, drugs of choice, then you're thinking about checking out. Know this, because you are feeling that, We are in the spiritual warfare right now. Okay. And I really, really need all my light workers, all of you beautiful souls that come here to do this work. Right now is our most pivotal moment. So you have to shine your light brighter, and even shine your light brighter for those who might be struggling, who don't realize how powerful that they really are, who have forgotten why they're really here. What is their purpose? So when you know what your purpose is, you take action to flow to it. You take action to be with it. Some of you are making appointments to have your readings and your spiritual consultations with me. So one of the things I want to share with you is we will be talking about where are you within yourself right now? Where is your spiritual divine self right now? Where are you? What's your fears? What's blocking you? What's your purpose? What are you here to do? So that you can actually stay in flow with that. Does that make sense? So when you come and have a session with me, whether we FaceTime, Skype, phone call it's a session that's all about why are you here? I'm talking to your soul. I'm not talking to the human part of you. I'm talking to your soul. Your ego part of it is the one that's going to try to stop you from what the task is for being here. Okay? So it's time to shine your light bright. I said this month was going to be heavy. Are you feeling it? Because it is heavy. And every day since the 8th, it's just been building and building and building and getting up there. So we have to do more on ourselves to keep our energies clean. We have to cut those cords. We have to see if there's certain people that we shouldn't associate with that are made really toxic for us. Don't be around them. Because there's some people, they are addicted to their situations. They're addicted to their behaviors. They're addicted to their current status of things that's going on because they are afraid to change. Bottom line, you're afraid to change. You're afraid to take that action to move forward to change. Even Buddy agrees. Yeah, he's moaning about it. There you go. There you go. So you have to be in that place of wanting to change. And this is your time. So whatever, remember, all the way back when I was preparing all of it, saying, okay, get rid of all those things that you don't want to hang on to. Get rid of all your fears. Oh, forgive that. Forgive this. Now you see why. Because if you haven't worked on all of that, you're sitting in it right now and it's amplified. So it's really pushing you. It's really making it where you have to look at yourself and say, oh my goodness, I have to do this. Oh my goodness, what is this feeling I'm feeling? It's making you really start moving forward and getting rid of that. So those of you that are going to be having your sessions with me this week, we will be diving deep into what is your desire. Why are you here? This is not the time to look at the person who is the conduit for the information to put it all on them to help figure out what you need to do. This is your time to claim your power and to claim your place of what it is you're here to do. Period. You've had plenty of time to start preparing and letting go for this. And this is your time now to start moving into that place and start preparing for this. I told you, we are in a spiritual warfare. We're in a spiritual warfare. Okay? So, any questions right now, type them into the chat. Type them in. Any questions? Any questions? Has anyone been feeling that sense of, why am I here? There's 4 of you in here watching. I got 2 thumbs up. Come on. Ask now, forever hold your peace. Okay. While you're sitting thinking about what you want to ask me and how you're feeling right about now in this world, I want you to think about this. I'm feeling fine, but having back pain. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. What will happen until November? Honey, this is what's happening until November. November is going to be the pivotal moment. Now, because of the stuff, the C of what's been going on, they are now getting ready to like majorly gaslight us. Like they don't know what's going on and the numbers are wrong and blah 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 blah. November is our pivotal moment because November is tied into the elections. Who's getting in? I want you to pay attention to the words I'm saying. Democratic. Democratic. Look at that word. If you vote Democratic, you are voting for the side that wants to keep you enslaved to an old system, third dimensional system that is not working. That's the system that's not working anymore. It's going bye-bye. So you have a lot of people who are not aware that if they vote for a democratic person, that you are actually voting for, and I have to say it this way, you're voting for human trafficking, organs, pedophiling. This is the stuff you're voting for, and you don't know it. Non-spiritual religion beliefs, you're actually tied into that energy of the dark energy. That's what the deep state is, okay? So do your research. Do your research. Know what you're voting for. Know why you're following what you're following. This is the part that gets a lot of people. You can follow a belief. You can be a part of a religion, but do you know why? Do you know where it comes from? Do you know what the root foundation is? Or were you just blindly following it and you really don't know the history of it? This is where you have to look and dig and find the truth. Remember, the brighter your light becomes, the more of a truth seeker you become. Okay, you become a truth seeker. And that's where we are right now. We are seeking that truth. We are seeking that part of ourselves that is allowing us to really be true to ourselves. You can't find it in anybody else. You have to find it within yourself. You have to be able to trust yourself. When we numb out and drink and do any kind of numbing, that cuts you off right there from being connected to the higher self. Point blank, period. It really does. It cuts you off. Unless you are someone that's an ayahuasca practitioner that goes into the spiritual realms, that is being a conduit for that energy, that's the only time that one would do that, is for a guided type of medicine healing way. Otherwise, if you're someone that's just spending your time drugging out and all of that, you are cutting yourself off. You're literally cutting yourself off. You're not in that true energy. Those of you that are feeling lonely, feeling lost in the loop, don't know what's going on, this is that energy I've been trying to prepare you for, because it's all tied into Anything that never sat right with you and you never gave yourself a chance to forgive it, you never gave yourself to make peace with yourself or whomever. If you're holding the grudges and all that fear and anger and bitterness, this is what you're sitting in. So dump it. Get rid of it. Sit well with yourself, sit well with others, and just let it go. Release it. Because as it amplifies until we get to November, there will be a pivotal moment. United States has to move into its hierarchy place. We're not there yet. And unfortunately, we have a lot of cleanup to do on our own soil with ourselves, which is why in our consciousness, we're having all this struggling. So let me share something with you, how the consciousness is really shifting. We can choose to be oppressed, sad, down in that place. We can choose that. Or we can choose to flip it and know that we are sacred divine beings. If you know you are a sacred divine being, you are not, look how it just got light all of a sudden when I said that. When you are that sacred divine light being, you are representing your divineness. You're representing that. You're representing your true light. So when you start having back pain, especially if it's lower back pain, you are holding on to fear and worry. That lower back pain is fear and worry. Anything that's in the middle part of the back is dealing with, I can't breathe. I feel like I'm suffocating. I have a hard time sometimes focusing. Yes, it's all the energy that's moving around. Yes, on my Instagram, I posted all those pictures from Mount Shasta to show you what the sun was doing. Right before I would start drumming, I posted those pictures to show you what the sun was doing. It's a full-on Stargate right now with the sun behind it. So imagine anything that's going on, you're getting double the amplification onto you. That's what's happening. So while you're trying to figure out, should I stay? Should I go? Where's my calling? Am I still staying in this relationship? Oh my gosh, it's 444. Look at that. Should I move out of state? Should I make different decisions on something else in my life? Yes. Especially if it's screaming to you and it's trying to get your attention, it's trying to get you to make a move. You have to make that change. But you also have to trust yourself, and you also have to go within and join with that higher self. This is your higher consciousness that's coming in to help you. You have to trust it. And remember, I said you have to be able to tell the difference between a truth and a lie. And the hard to focus energy is because these amount of wave gamma ray energy that's hitting the planet right now is intense. As your body is trying to crystallize, going from a carbon base into a crystalline light base being, means shining your light bright. You have to be able to acclimate to that. So some of you are not sleeping well. Some of you are waking up really, really early in the morning. Yes, please. Some of you are not eating very much like you used to. Yes. Some of you might have cravings and things that you're eating that you normally don't eat. Yes. So you have to acclimate to this. You have to move into this space. Some of you are going through a lot of emotional release. And that emotional release is all about letting go of what no longer serves you, letting go of that emotion. In our native tongue, when someone is crying, it's a part of cleansing. We look at when you are releasing your tears as a part of cleansing, as a part of letting go and releasing. So all of you that are light workers, that are sitting in your divineness as a consult, that's sitting in your divineness in your yoga, that's sitting in your divineness in whatever your holistic practice is, this is the time to claim yourself and to be true to yourself. This is the time when you look around and you say, you know what? This is not working for me anymore. And be okay with that. And know that the world is not going to come undone because you're done with something. The world is not going to come undone because you are deciding to make a different choice or a decision for yourself. Because the soul is the one that's journeying. The soul is the journey. Your body is just coming along for the ride. Your body is just the temple vehicle so that the soul can partake and experience and do what it came here to do. And like I said, we are in a spiritual warfare right now. The old paradigm that has enslaved this whole entire planet through falsehood, moneyhood, diseases, made up ways can no longer exist. And Mother Gaia, Atabe, Pachamama, all is shedding this. She's done. She's done. And when she's saying she's done, guess what? Because our feet are on her, we are saying we are done. But whatever's not feeding our souls anymore. So get rid of your fear. Get rid of your doubt of who you are. Claim yourself. Step back into yourself, please. Claim yourself and step back in there. Take yourself back. And if you're in a situation that's robbing you energetically, please step out of it. And please say no more. Because that's not for your highest good anymore. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Is everybody understanding that? You have to claim yourself. And what you show yourself, and here's the part that's helping us to rise deeper into our divinity of who we are. When you claim yourself and you love yourself, then that's what you will attract from other people. You will not tolerate anybody not loving you the way you deserve to be loved. I don't care who it is. Okay? That's how this is rolling right now. How do you view yourself divine-wise? How are you seeing yourself? You have to come right now from that really deep divine love self and hold it true. No fear, no doubt, no worries. Take your power back. And please know that when you watch the news, when you are watching anything that comes across on the news, remember, news stands for Negative Environmental Word Service. News. Negative Environmental Word Service. They don't ever say anything good. It's always a fear factor to keep the ball rolling, keep you lowering your frequency. Now's the time you have to keep your frequency up. It has to stay up. It has to stay up. This is going to get a bumpy ride these next 2 weeks. So if you need to talk to someone, you need someone to listen to you, please reach out to friends. Reach out to me. I'm here. I'll listen to you. But talk to someone. Don't edit yourself and don't stuff that stuff down. Because when you start stuffing it down, this is where we get illnesses. And some people are so good at stuffing stuff down, they wonder why they're having all these health issues. because they're not making things right with themselves or others or not claiming self. This is not the time to turn your light down. This is the time to shine your light brighter. And the way you shine that light is owning yourself. Own yourself. Own who you are. You have a purpose here. You have a purpose. And in order for you to live your purpose, you have to be the one to fight for it and let nobody take it away from you. There's a scene in the movie Burlesque, Christina Aguilera and Cher. Christine is a super coded movie. I love it. She wants to sing. She wants to be recognized. And she wants to get up there and sing. But nobody wants to give her a chance. She's like, nobody's listening to me. So she decides she's going to try out for the burlesque. And so she gets up there and starts doing the routine because she studied all the girls while she was passing the drinks and learned all the routines. And she gets up there to audition, and then Cher's like, oh, no, we're not, we don't need you. And she says, no, I want to try out for this. I want to do this. Christine claimed it. And one of the things Cher said to her, you have to want it so bad to stay up on that stage that no one can take it away from you. No one will take your dream, what you want, away from you. You have to want it that much. And she wanted. And then she was able to sing off the audio track and brought the house down because she stepped into herself and she took a chance and she followed her dream. She followed her passion. She found her purpose and she lived it. Now, it's just a movie, but it has a very good message behind it. So if some of you need some vibration singing from Christina Aguilera, who can hit those notes and rattle your spine, take a look at that. So earlier today, I had an incident where I had just left from a lunch meeting. Yes, buddy. Yes, I understand. Left from a lunch meeting. And I'm driving on this back road, or Horseshoe Bar Road. I'm coming down through the country area. Just zoning, just coming down, just doing my thing. And all of a sudden, there's this black Camaro out of nowhere on my butt. I mean, I think he was that close to hitting the back of my car. And I'm like, whoa, what is this? I could feel his energy. I could feel this energy of, I gotta go, I gotta move. And, he was just riding me. I just pulled over to the side, the nearest driveway. Because it was a narrow street, I pulled over to the side. And I guess the way I pulled over to let him go, he stops dead in the middle of the street and rolls his window down. And keep in mind, I'm talking to somebody on my phone through the car. And he says, oh my God, are you okay? I am so sorry. I wanted to check on you and make sure you're okay. He was a nice looking guy. Well, scared the crap out of me. I'm like, what the hell? Someone trying to kill me? So he looks at me and he says, are you Jack? He says, oh, are you okay? I'm sorry. I was so worried. You know what? I apologize I was driving too fast. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel like you need to pull over. And I said, I was just trying to let you go. I figured, don't kill me in the process. Where are you trying to go? And all of a sudden, we had all these cars lined up, and they start blowing the horn, and he turns around and yells, "Shut up! I'm talking." And I started laughing, and I said, "No, I'm fine. I just wanted to get out of your way." So he smiled. I said, "You know what? Have a blessed day." He goes, "I'm gonna slow down. You got my attention." I said, "Yeah, you got my attention. That's why I moved over." So the consciousness of people is changing, because if we would have did that, I don't know, 6 months ago, it would have never happened. He would have never turned around and said, "I apologize. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel like that." And I was like, wow, look at that. Driving a nice black Camaro and looking good. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because things are changing in a rapid way, but you have to be able to know how you are going to respond to it. Okay? Don't take it all in. Record that energy out of your space. And please, those of you that will be getting your consultations and your readings from me this week, please know I do not sugarcoat things. Never have, never will. I say it exactly the way it is. And sometimes when you get a message, you will not see it exactly at that time that you're thinking, but it will show up. I'll tell you that much. I have a lady who came in once and did some body work on her. And sometimes spirit just comes in and says, say this to this person, da 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 da. And I just say it, and they get really like, wow, how did you know I was thinking that? Wow, how did you know? I said, because spirit's telling me to say this to you. Wow, okay. So when I say something to someone and I don't have any inkling of who you are from Adam and Eve, okay? I don't know you, but the information is coming through and I say it to you and give it to you. That's how it works. And I remember this one client, I told her, I said, yeah, you're going to be moving. She goes, oh, no, I'm not. I'm not moving. I said, oh, yeah, you are. You're going to be moving. You're moving. You're moving to the East Coast. You need to move. You need to pack, kick rocks. You need to move. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go to the East Coast. You got to move. You got to move right now. You got to move. I couldn't stop saying it. I kept saying it. She fought against it. And then little did she know there was a job opportunity that came to her that required her to move to the East Coast. And she did. And still to this day, we laugh about that whole thing because she had to move. So depending on what the message is that's coming in, is what is going to be given. And you just have to pay attention. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with everyone, how spirit works through me, how messages come through, and that needs to be said to people. Same if you are waking up into your true self of who you are and you're getting messages, but you're ignoring them. And then they're showing up. And then you see yourself, oh, yeah. Oh, I saw that. Let me tell you something. Because of this higher frequency, because of our crystalline bodies being activated, Because of our DNA and our RNA and our mitochondria speeding up and activating itself, because of those other sleeping DNA strands that need to come into full fruition and activate, which is already happening, your sensitivity abilities of feeling what is coming around the corner, you sense it more. You sense when someone's going to say something that is something a thought that you just had. You're sensing when the phone rings, you know more who's on that other end of the phone. You're sensing when you make a turn and you say, I don't think I need to go that way. I need to go the other way. And then you find out, oh, well, I'm glad I didn't go that way because there was an accident that way. You're seeing and you're feeling your heightened intuition hit. This is going to continue. By the time we hit next year, everybody needs to be on the same page with their intuitiveness and knowingness. Okay? It's just going to happen. And it's happening. The more you clear, the more this pineal gland gets activated, the better off you are. Does that make sense? So we are being fully activated right now. Now, the Stargate is going to start lessening its energy by tomorrow, by the 13th. It's going to go down a little bit. That does not take us out of the energy of the eclipse. We already had 3. So those eclipse energies are 6 months each, providing change. You do not have the luxury of staying stuck anymore. You do not have the luxury of playing victim role anymore. You can't. You have to step into yourself and claim yourself. This is what this whole process is making each and every one of us do right now. Step into yourself. Please claim yourself and keep your light on. Some of you are going to go through initiations and some serious tests to get to that next level. Will you pass? Or are you going to still hold on to your old pattern that's going to keep you in 3rd dimension? Because 5 is no joke. And 6 and 7 it's even more intense. There will be tests along the way to distract you, to keep you from going to your next level. How strong are you to keep going? Who's going to take you off your stage? Who's going to take you off your point? What scenario is going to play out to take you away from your point? If your body is in a place where you need to heal and you have not made up your mind if you're staying or going, you need to decide on which one you're doing. Are you staying on this planet or are you going to leave? Because if you're staying, you're claiming yourself, you're claiming your divinity, you're staying in that higher frequency no matter what. Nothing's going to take you off of that focus. We are very strong and powerful beings. And this you have to master. You have to understand you are that beautiful God and goddess energy, creator energy. You come from the cosmos. You come from the universe out there lives within you. As above, so below. You have to master this. Then there's nothing that you cannot do. Then you stand in true divinity of yourself. And then when you see stuff that's dark energy coming your way, you can simply recognize it and say, oh, I don't have time for that. Bye. I just did that and somehow I made the door close. And he is just sitting right here. And I just did that and the door closed. All right. Anyway, I guess I'm going to wrap up now. So be good to yourselves. I love you all. Please, please, please take your baths. Smudge yourselves when you start feeling emotionally heavy. Please claim yourself and hold on to yourself and trust yourself. It's going to be a little bit, I told you, get ready because you're in for a fight for yourself. How bad do you want it? It's on now. All right, lovelies. I delivered the message. Know your self-worth and know that do not contemplate on taking yourself off of this planet. The payback of ending your life in this current time slingshots you back around. You'll go up, do your life review, and slingshot right back down here until you get to that next pivotal moment where you were that made you knock your timeline and end it. And then you have to do it all over again. It's not worth it. Keep it moving. Keep your light strong. Know the difference between the truth and a lie. Stay strong in yourself. Not here, here in the heart and the soul. And those of you that have your light up and you know somebody else's light is dimming, help them keep their light up. Help them keep themselves elevated with your words and the tone of your voice. Use that. Use it. All right, lovelies. I love you all. Be good to yourselves. Take care of yourselves. No one is alone. We are not alone. And no one gets left behind. We are a tribe of people. Be so light. Bye.